I have not been able to get the images of these dresses out of my head since I seen it. Was I 11 years old when this first came out? Yes. Was this a bit lewd, maybe a bit provocative for an 11-year-old? Yes, but I don't care. These dresses have been forever etched in my memory. The glamour, the beauty, the vintage, the vocals, everything, baby. Let's talk about it. If you grew up in the 90s, you know that En Vogue was born to sing. And after that 1991 release, they really shook up things. I remember the day this debuted on Video Soul. I did not know back then that I would sell vintage for a living, but it's a full circle moment and it all makes sense. I originally thought that these dresses were completely inspired by the movie Sparkle, since that is where this song came from. Yes, it's a cover. And while I do believe the dresses for En Vogue and the Giving Him Something He Can Feel video was slightly inspired by what Sista and the Sisters wore in Sparkle, I always wondered why they sung a different song in these dresses, but actually wore these in the Giving Him Something He Can Feel performance in the movie. So I went and did a little digging and found that longtime En Vogue stylist Danny Flynn literally used 1950s vintage dresses from his own collection to come up with the concept. In this 1993 LA Times article, he talks about his affinity for what you would see in Vogue in the 1950s and talks about Don Loper and his episode with I Love Lucy being etched in his memory.
With a back torso of pink roses. New to Hollywood, we're all delighted to have her. And may I present at this time the lovely Mrs. Ricky Ricardo. Mrs. Ricardo is wearing French dandy, a new suit of imported Irish tweed.
Now, we might have to do a whole separate segment on Don Loper because not only is he part of iconic fashion history, but he was something else, baby. But anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. Daniel Flynn also designed these dresses for the Never Gonna Get It video. Once again, referencing old Hollywood glam. This is also another look of theirs that is my favorite and forever etched in my memory. The glamour, the beauty, 1960s youthquake mob, baby. The dresses designed by Daniel Flynn, both worn in Never Gonna Get It and Giving Him Something He Can Feel, were acquired by the National African American Museum, the Smithsonian. They have been there since 2017. There's not a lot of information online about stylist and designer Danny Flynn. I think he lives low key, but he does have a vintage showroom in LA by appointment only. What was your favorite En Vogue sleigh?